can just tell you, it's like a grown-up child, you know. Of course, nobody is grown to the max, okay? Nobody knows everything all, but grown to some extent. And in order to actually prove to themselves that they can live in the real world, they have to leave that home. They have to go to the world to experience the world and experience and put to good use everything that they've learned, and let their light shine, or let other people benefit from them. I think that's what I would liken my own experience and my decisions to move on now. I think it's the right time for me, and I think for Dr. Sunday, Dr. Sunday is, you know, an amazing teacher, an amazing mentor, an amazing father, an amazing friend, an amazing everything that you could ever wish for. And he makes it so easy as well. You know, if you make a decision, he respects your decision. He sees the God in your decision. And I just have to also prove that, you know, that that's how it is in reality. So I found it hard, because if you're comfortable somewhere, you love everybody in the place that you are, it's very, very difficult to just jump ship and say, right, I want to find another experience. But knowing myself, I know that it is something that I want to do, and I just go for it. So that's my side.
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah, so I concur. I agree with it, with what Mayowa has said, and personally, I wouldn't, like I said already yesterday, I would do it again, you know? I would, you know, come here again and experience this. If someone would tell me, like, would wash away my memories and tell me, you know what, go to Dr. Sunday and stay there for a year, or stay there and serve, I would do it, you know? Because there's just so much that we've learned here that is just indescribable. And I think you can't learn that unless you're here. You really can't. And it's just a priceless experience, and I'm so grateful. And I feel like, you know, before I came here, I was already thinking that I'm so well equipped for whatever I'm supposed to do in the world, and that I can do anything. But I felt like this really gave me a challenge to my thinking, to really question, am I actually able to do all that I'm supposed to be doing? And I realized that I wasn't up until this point, you know. So now I'm at this stage where I'm thinking, okay, this is the time where I can actually embrace whatever is out there in the world and just go for it, because I know what to do. I know myself. I know, you know, what to do. I know what is inside of me. I know who's with me. You know, just the fears that somehow hide inside of us sometimes, even though we kind of think we are not afraid. All of this was addressed inside of me. So I can confidently say that, you know what, we're going to do this, and we're going to succeed. No matter what we're going to do, no matter where we're going, no matter who's going to be with us, we're going to succeed. And just like Mayowa said, we've just arrived to that maturity point where we are now able and capable of being released. And, you know, Dr. Sunday understands that, and the people here understand that. You know, I'm not talking about the sentiments, because obviously the sentiments are so mixed, and we are also sad, we are also excited, and we are so many things. But, you know, the right thing has to be done. And yeah, now is the time for us to put into practice and what we've learned and more, and also explore and grow even more. So, yeah.
Yes. In terms of DSA family, of course, we are DSA family forever. That is not going to change at all. And also, Dr. Sunday is also it's the same Dr. Sunday to us forever. Nothing is going to change. We're just not in the same location. We're a very big part of the family, and we love that. Dr. Sunday is always availing himself. You know, and also Pastor Bosse and the children. That can never be taken away. All of our experiences can never be taken away. And I think whatever the experience we both parts have going forward, we will share that experience. It's not going to be, okay, one side and the other. We would always share that experience. We would always be together as one. It's just that we're not in the same location as for now. Nigerian Transformation Project is one of the main reasons why I wanted to be part of Dr. Sunday's team, apart from the fact that I want to reward Dr. Sunday back for, which I can't, for just freeing me from religion. Okay, I was, half I'm not a religious person, but I was almost like indoctrinated into this belief system that was wrong, that is not of Christ. And I personally, I didn't know God, and I didn't love God either. And he made me see the light. It was, I think I told this story when I first arrived, that I was like in a prison, and he came, he unlocked the prison, and he also held my hand to come out, and we walked through the desert together. And there's so many other people that are still in that prison now. I can still see it, and they're refusing to leave because they just can't believe there's anything better or there's any other solution out there. So for me, the Sunday is just like my, I think, what's the word? Jesus is my savior. So what else can I say? The next person, like on earth, that came and physically did the action. Yes, that did the action. So I can never forget that, and it's very, very dear to me. So anyone that mess with Dr. Sunday, mess with me, is a very dear person, and I love him very much. But it's very hard to leave. It's very hard to leave Dr. Sunday. It's like, I don't know, it's so hard, but it's something that to grow up, you have to grow up. You can't grow up by just saying grow up. You grow up by taking the actions of grown up, and this is what we've done. Yeah. So we're not seeing much questions, but I would also answer another question, and I think a lot of people want to know this, and I've seen some people saying that GO will be relieved. I mean, GO are not in pain. Let me tell you that the GOs are not in pain. They're not in pain. Don't cry for them, Argentina. So guys, you don't need to cry for any GO, all right? I will continue the program. This time it's going to be on my page. I have a page. I've had the page for a long time. So if you want to join me, I wouldn't say follow. I want you to join me, okay? This following thing, sometimes, we all follow Jesus. So join me in that journey. I will continue, and it's mayowa.co on Facebook. So if you just click on, if you just Google Mayowa.co is a page. So like the page so that you can get notification. I will continue. It's not going to be immediate because I will traveling and going. I'm not going to be in one location, so I don't want to speak for both of us. So that's why I'm saying I. I will notify you, but in order for you to get notification, of course, you have to subscribe to my page, and that's mayowa.co. Or Mayowa and Co on Facebook, Mayowa and Co, and I would have the same page on YouTube as well, and it would be the same on Twitter, but I haven't set it up. But I've set up already. I actually have a page on YouTube as well. So if you want to go to my channel on YouTube as well,
I'll post the links.
Yes. So Julie is helping out now. He's going to post the link for both of us, because Julie also have her own channel as well on Facebook. I mean on YouTube, and also a page on Facebook. So we would love if you would join us in this journey. And it's going to be a lot of exciting stuff. You're not going to be bored here, and we are going to develop together. Okay, we're going to develop in strength and in freedom. More my ethos is unto freedom we're called. So we really need to continue in that path of freedom and to free other people. I was freed, and the best level of gratitude is to duplicate what Dr. Sunday did for me and did, in my own journey. So I want to do that for other people as well. So that's the plan, to make sure that everybody's free, nobody's afraid, nobody feels like they can't do something, they can't say something because another human being is trying to gag them or is trying to stop them. It's not possible. No, not from now on. We're free. Unto freedom we're really called. So that's the way that we're going to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope that answers the questions in terms of would I continue the 4 p.m. program. I will definitely do. But I will let you know the dates that that will continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? Some people were asking when we're leaving.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So we're leaving tomorrow, Saturday, March 10th, and we are taking our flights in the evening. And for now, we're actually going to stay together. Yeah. So we are embarking on this journey together, and so the first stop. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them the first stop.
The first stop is UK. Okay, so we're going to the UK.
Yay, England!
So yes, and there's a lot more to come.
Yes, Dave, we just answered we're going to England first, okay?
Yes, to England first. And we stayed there for a couple of weeks. And then...
Yeah. And then we go somewhere else.
We go somewhere else. So there is really a lot coming up, and we're trying to make it as exciting as possible. And so just try to, like, what was the word you used? Join us.
Yes.
Join us on this journey, because we really want to explore different things and to unravel different things. And I also think Mayowa is not just going to continue talking about the things she used to be talking about, church and geos and all of these things. She's possibly going to continue doing it, but there's a lot more coming.
Yes.
And if you know Mayowa and you've listened to her, you know that she's very small. She has so much to give. I've lived here with her, and obviously we don't just talk about church. We talk about so many different things, and I've learned, like, I don't know, so much about life. And she has a very, very unique perspective, and I tell you, you want to listen to what she has to say about.
Oh, I'm blushing. I'm blushing, guys.
In this world, seriously, I'm just saying.
I'm blushing.
So yeah, we're going to England, and then stay tuned.
Yes.
Sorry that we're not telling you too much, but really, even for us, it's very new, and we also want to kind of have enough time to go through everything, plan everything out, and sit down and just be very, very sure of what we're going to do, because right now not everything is planned out, and most of the things we have, high level ideas, and we have mapped a few things out, but not to the details. And we also want to provide you with quality information. We don't want to waste your time. We want to also help you to, with everything that we're doing, that is supposed to be bringing some value to you as well. And not just, sitting in front of your phone or device and just watching us. It should help you as well. So that's why we need a bit more time to flesh it all out, and then we will be able to share more. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions that we have?
Yeah. What else? Someone asked something here. Oh no, it's gone. Let me see.
Thank you very much, guys. Maybe we should read some of the comments. The comments yesterday had a lot more questions. Okay, there's something that I want to share with you guys, and I want to share this because this is really important. Some of you are saying that we're great assets. First of all, we are great assets. I'm not going to take that away from us. But the bigger asset actually is Dr. Sunday, and I don't need to tell you that. It's Dr. Sunday and the rest of the team that first of all made it possible for us to be here, and also Dr. Sunday's family as well that made it easy. They were not complaining. I don't know how some family are, but they are a family unlike any other that I have seen. So both the biological family, husband and wife and children, and also the extended family in terms of the staff that works here and the other volunteers. Unlike any other person, maybe it's something about coming here in this house that recreates you. I don't know. So we are assets, but they are also bigger assets, and they give you a lot. Okay, they give up everything to give you this. Dr. Sonny gives up everything that he has to make sure that you get the best. And one thing I really just want to ask of everybody is to continue to support Dr. Sunday. And even if you can be here or you can help him with other projects, Dr. Sunday, when he says that is only giving 5% of what he has. I'm telling you, it's not 5%, it's 1%. Okay, he has a lot more. So imagine what you're enjoying now, and that's 5% according to him. And according to me, I'm saying that it's 1%. I think he's just being generous by saying 5%. He needs a lot more people. He needs more people like us, or even better than us, that can come and help him and support him. Or if you want to be remotely, you can be remotely wherever you are, in the world. So, but you have to be committed, you have to be dedicated. And saying that, I've heard in the past when Dr. Sunday says that we are here as volunteers and we don't get paid, and some people make some comments in there. I think this is the best thing that I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, so maybe you want to make this this is another section that we're going to talk about right now, right?
I think it's okay to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's one of the best things that I've ever done, which is working or coming here and working voluntarily without expecting anything back. Personally, I have helped friends and family, but I haven't gone and worked with somebody and dedicate my time, my energy, and do this. And believe me, it's the best thing. So I think that's something that we need to retrain our minds in, because a lot of people will call in, will write and say they want to work for Dr. Sunday, and they want to work and they want to get paid. Yes, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting paid, but you will not get the same benefits as if you were working voluntarily. And I can tell you that from experience. I have never worked without getting paid until I work here. And all my years of working, I didn't get the same benefits as I got while I was working without getting paid. It's not easy, okay? It's not for the faint-hearted. A lot of people have expenses, they have family, they have things that they need to for themselves. Even if I don't have expenses, for example, I don't have children and I don't have the parents that have demands from me, financially. But a lot of other people do. I'm not saying that I don't understand that. But in that voluntary work, your mind would also open to do other things. I cannot compare it. So there's nothing that I can compare it with. It's something that I've enjoyed so much, and I'm so grateful that I was able to do and just say, right, okay, that's fine. I don't need any payment. It didn't cross my mind in the first place, but as day-to-day living, and when you start speaking to other people, they start to alert you to the fact that, how can you be working for free? But it's the best thing. So I think we will talk more about it, like Julie said, in another section if need be.
Well,
but
I was just saying to announce that you're talking about that.
Okay, I just want to make sure that people know you come with a heart of serving, and this is where I find what I was also proposed to do. I know now that I'm supposed to serve other people. If my services warrant and brings me exchange for money, that is great. If it doesn't, I'm still going to give all I have. And that's one of the greatest lessons that I received here. That lesson in itself is freedom for me. It frees me so much. That is what enables me to be able to do what I'm doing now, to make another decision to move on. Because if I was thinking about this and thinking about that, how am I going to cope, I wouldn't do anything, all right? And that's not also a reason to neglect planning and, saving or doing other things. No, it's not a reason to do that. And the other thing is that being African, I know that a lot of people abuses that. When you work with people, they abuse you, and they just, not abuse you as in curse you or anything, but they just use you and they don't, there's no benefit. Here we would have 3 meals a day, maybe at worst, maybe 2, because sometimes I can't be bothered to get up in the morning because I go to bed very late. They're not luxury food, but they are food that you will survive on. So especially coming from England, for me, it was a very big change in my palate. But I really, really wanted to give something back to this person that actually that actually opened the prison doors and literally came to hold my hands to get me out of the prison. So it didn't matter. But after a while, it did matter again, But in all, I am so grateful. I feel privileged for the opportunity to do this. And I feel so free. I know so many other people that, in that year, they maybe have made maybe 85,000 or even 100,000 pounds. But the benefit that I got from this, I don't know. If they don't experience this, I don't think they would ever receive that benefit in the monetary value. So, so if you want to come, please have the mindset to serve, the mindset to commit, the mindset to just give everything that you have, and the mindset of excellence. Dr. Sunday requires excellence from you, and also to learn, because it is like telling somebody that is in a PhD holder to sit with somebody that is in nursery school. It's going to be a lot of challenges. But Dr. Sunday is willing, the PhD holder is willing to sit with somebody that is in primary school or nursery school. And if that is, that can only be an asset, So I think that he is much more the asset. Of course I've gained a lot and I am also an asset, but in comparison, you will benefit more. I think Julie may have something to say about this.
Yeah, so in terms of coming here and working with Dr. Sunday, for me it was quite a challenge, as first of all, because I wanted to come here and serve, and I said that a lot of times. I wanted to come here and serve, I wanted to come here and grow, I wanted to come here and heal, because there are a lot of things that I realized only here that I had issues with. And this place allowed me to deal with those problems in peace and without distractions, and focusing on these things, on healing. And I've gained so much more than that. But the benefit here, just like Mayowa said, is that you don't necessarily you don't get monetary reward from it, and it helps you to actually free your mind, because most of us don't really dare to get out of the system that we are in. The system provides so much comfort for us, so much security, and we kind of know where we're going to be.
False comfort.
Yes, false comfort. We kind of know where we're going to be the next 5, 10, 15 years. There are so many companies who hire. There's so many people who look for jobs and their offers. So it's easy, It's like you put A in and then you get B out or whatever. So it's very predictable in that sense. But it does not allow us to see the world in its actual potential, and to see ourselves in our potentials. And I feel like, this place has allowed me to actually look beyond the system, to say, okay, I put the system aside right now. What did God actually create? What is it that God has done with this world and placing me inside of it? And then what can I do in it? And what am I called to do? What are the possibilities? What are the routes? What are the ways? What are the options? Without being restricted, without feeling like you are somehow caged, or you're not allowed to do certain things. And if you're someone like that who wants to explore these type of things, I think this place will be a place for you to be, because it's almost like you're reborn without conditioning. It's like a place for you to be reborn without being conditioned, and it opens your eyes to everything that is possible in this world. And I think that's also one of the reasons why Mayowa and I are so free and confident to go and explore. And one of the things we decided is that we are not going to be employed by anybody anymore. So we're not going out in order to apply for any jobs or work for somebody for monetary gains. If we are going to work for anybody, it will be to serve because we want to, because we believe in what they believe in, and we want to help. But it's not about the money, because money is like, I think the significance of money has reduced to, I don't know, like something so small. It's not even important. So it has been very challenging for me to see that here, because you are put in a place, first of all, you're put in a place of constraint. You're thinking that, oh my God, I don't have access to TV anymore. I can't go out every day. I can't go to this restaurant.
You can, but where do you want to go?
Exactly. So it's not because you're restricted to go, but it's because you, first of all, have a lot to do, but there's a purpose in front of you that you're serving. So it doesn't allow you to just waste your time anyhow. So anything you do is more because of purpose, and because you're consciously making decisions, calculated decisions, based on your goals. And I think it is just a way of freedom. If you dare to be free in this world, you may want to come here. And it's a scary thing. It really is a scary thing. And I think if I didn't take the decision to come here, I would not have received that freedom, because I wasn't sure that I wanted it in the first place. And being here only opened my eyes to the fact that I'm not made to be caged. I'm not made to be, like bound below somebody and then just work like a robot for the rest of my life. There's just so much more that I can give, that I want to give, and I now have the possibility to do that. So, this was the channel through which I was able to realize this.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to come here, be someone who wants challenge, and you just have to have so much. You have to have perseverance. You have to have patience, but it also will grow. It will grow with time. You will have more. You're building your muscles. All these muscles of patience, perseverance, endurance, excellence. Hard work, hard labor, diligence. All these things. You're building them. You're forced to build them. There's just no other way around. And then one day you will realize, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, was it I who said all these things? Or was it I who created this? Or was it I who wrote this? So, yeah, it's rewarding, and no money in the world can buy this. So,
yes. One of the things, how I can explain this is that if you go to a job and you work for monetary value, you're exchanging your time for that person or that company. And, you always feel an obligation. This person gave you this money, so you have to do this work. So you either do the work very well, you do it not very well just for what you're paid. So if you're doing it for what you're paid, you're limited. If you're doing it for over what you're paid, you feel like you're being cheated, So it's always like an imbalance there. But when you do something because you want to do it freely, without anybody giving you something in return, other than you just want to serve, and whatever you get in return is almost always a bonus every time. It has a different it has a different way of sticking to you. And this is what I've noticed. I worked all my life. I've worked in companies, I've worked in big, large companies, go to get an increase in my salary, get a better position. But the satisfaction that I received in this last year is unlike any other that I have ever received, or for any work that I've done. So I'm really grateful for that. And this is one thing that I would aim to do more, even if I can set up a company that, I'm not going to get paid in terms of if somebody have to pay me, they pay me by what they feel. I will be satisfied because I learned that here, and I learned the joy of that here. And that, for me, is the best thing ever.
Wow. Yeah, I saw someone who asked a question, and the person was asking, beautiful queens, do you have any plans of reaching out with your work beyond Nigeria or East Central and Southern Africa? I mean, for example, East Central or Southern Africa. Okay, so
You've been waiting to see this since yesterday.
Yeah, so personally, I don't have any restrictions in the people that I want to reach. I generally am less religiously focused, I can say. So I don't really focus. My audience is not necessarily a religious audience, and it's not necessarily an African audience. So I want to reach people who are more looking for understanding. So anyone who's looking for understanding, I would say, would be my audience. And looking and understanding and when it comes to different things. So for me, I will start with my experience that I have growing up in Germany, the lessons that I learned growing up there, and then, part of being a woman, being a black woman, being an African woman, and also my cultural understanding, because I've done a lot of traveling and I like different cultures, I like traveling, and there are many things I've learned that I want to share. So it's not very condensed into one specific topic, but I don't look at any geographical area in the world. I just look at the type of people who are interested in understanding in the different areas that I'm going to be talking about. But I'm going to lay it out in my YouTube channel, and I'm going to create the videos around that. Yeah.
I thought this is a good place to tell them you're not Nigerian.
Oh, yes.
Because, and I also know that you are interested in where you're from to help.
Yes.
That's why I said, da-da.
Yeah, so that's why I said I'm going to start with this, because right now I'm going to focus on, this is how I'm going to build my brand. But ultimately, I want to go to Congo, which is my country of origin. So I'm not Nigerian. Because yesterday there was someone who called in and he was saying that he thought I was Nigerian, or actually he was thinking I was not Nigerian, and then he got to know that I was Nigerian, but I'm actually not Nigerian. Sometimes I behave like a Nigerian because I have only Nigerian people around me here, so I have no other option. But so I am Congolese, Congo Kinshasa, and I want to go back one day soon. Let's see how God leads me. And I want to go there and do certain things. I mean, the ideal would be to replicate what Dr. Sun is going to do in Nigeria. And I'm just going to try to see to what extent I can do that in my own country. So, yes, Congo is like the ultimate goal. But for now, I'm going to focus on people and people from everywhere with a certain understanding and desire for knowledge in certain areas. And I'm also going into the fashion kind of area. I'm not going to do a lot on it, but I want to design a piece of clothes, which I'm going to talk about more, and I'm going to reveal more, but I will start with designing something, and then I'm going to share it with you, and you're going to know more about it. So, yeah.
Good. Well, since we're on these questions, what's the plan to reaching out to work beyond Nigeria? Okay, I also myself, my heart is actually in Nigeria, and that was actually born out of Dr. Sunlay's Nigerian Transformation Project. A lot of the things the reason I gravitated towards Dr. Sunlay a lot and decided to leave everything and come here is because there are lots of things that Dr. Sunlay says that it resonates so well with me. It almost seems like somebody is opening my archive of memory or ideas or ideals that I had, but I didn't execute or I didn't pay any attention to. So he actually came, this is why I always say that he came and then kind of opened up that box again for me. And then I started thinking about it, and I started seeing the images and pictures of how it's going to work, what I need to do. So Nigeria, I'm so much interested in. But of course, I am not limited to one country. Sometimes you have a plan that this is one direction that you want to go, but before you get to that direction, you have to take different routes until you get there. So I'm not limited. My belief is that God created the whole world and created everybody. Yes, you might have a niche or you might have an area of interest, but wherever I am needed, or my help is needed, or wherever I can learn and grow, I will be there. I don't have any limitations in that. My passion really is injustice, and it doesn't matter where the injustice is. I'm very passionate about making that something that we all understand, as we are here as solutions, as human beings, and we shouldn't be creating injustice. Rather, we should be of justice. So that's a big thing for me. And then another big thing for me is inequality. So gender inequality is such a big thing for me. And my own type of gender inequality, I'm not a feminist at all. I don't even like the word feminist. I don't like inequality when it is geared at women, and I surely do not like inequality when it's geared at men. Okay? So any type of inequality or justice, I cannot stand. I don't want. The other area that I have interest is like young people and understanding and seizing opportunities. I think a lot of young people don't. They are afraid to seek opportunities. There are some that do, but not enough. And we live in such a global age, an information age, but the opportunity are not seized, especially in in the Black African community. I don't know much about other communities, but I'm willing to learn about other communities and let them see what the opportunities are. But my main big things, as I said, are gender inequality and justice. For me, they're big, and I'm not a lawyer at all, and I'm not planning to go and do law. I just want justice, and I want equality. And it's not because, you're a man, you have to have the same slice of bread as I do. You can have a bigger slice of bread because you have a bigger metabolism, and, you need more food. But I want us to have what we both need. So it doesn't have to weigh the same in terms of balance, but it has to have the same benefits for both of us, okay? Yeah, I don't necessarily need as much food as you do as a man, and I don't need to go to the same route. But what I do, appreciate it. What you do, I must appreciate it. And it goes both ways. And I think that a lot of you would have seen that also in the programs. I'm very sensitive to women. I don't want to crush anybody. But as well, I do not want men to be crushed either, because we're so pivotal to each other, men, both male and female. And I don't want anybody to be destroyed either side. So I'm for everybody.
I love this. It's so funny because Mayowa is such a strong person, and she's very strong-willed and strong in her expressions and the words she uses. But she's like, inside, is like such a kind person, always feeling for everybody and thinking about everybody. You wouldn't even believe it, seriously. So at the beginning, I was like, you're a bit weird. Like, how can you care about people like that? And the other time, you're like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So
I'm a tough love, but softy.
She's a tough love lady.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's beautiful. So,
thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Oh. Julie's making my heart melt.
So the next question we have is, can you girls speak Russian language? Someone else asked also, can you speak any other language than English? So,
okay, let me answer that, right? Mayowa cannot speak any other language other than the little English that she knows. And, I lived in England most of my life, and I still need to learn English, all right? So, but I can communicate in English. Ironically, I do understand when some conversation goes on, I just pick them up, just like guessing and pick them up. But I don't make effort to learn languages, and that's a lazy thing on my part. If I was to tell other people, I wouldn't do what I do. If you have an opportunity to be in an environment where people are speaking a different language, you must learn it. And this is what I'm going to kind of imbibe in myself going forward, and during my travels or anything else that I do. I'm going to at least understand the basic language, and then I'll go to the next level. But yes, I don't speak any other language. Predominantly, I speak English. I can speak Yoruba, and I understand Yoruba as well. But most of the time, I speak English. I hear, what was this? You can't speak, but you can hear. How did they say this in Yoruba? It's like, okay, what's a K? Huh?
Voice?
False.
No, it's not false. Like gossip. You can't hear, you don't understand, but you understand the gossip part of it, kind of thing. So, yeah, you don't hear the language, yeah, but you understand the
Insulting.
the gossip, yeah, you understand the gossip. So, if for Yoruba speakers, it's like you don't hear the language, but obeke, yeah. So I do understand what's language. Julie don't get that joke, but if you know, you know.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, so the funny thing here is really, I realized again, and that's one of the things I wanted to say anyway, Mayowa and I are so opposite.
Yes, totally.
It's like crazy, seriously. We just the exact opposite. And I think that's why we function so well, and we really complement each other. Even in regards to languages, like I speak
languages.
I speak English, I speak German, I speak French, I speak Spanish. I actually am going to improve on it. I've learned a little bit of Russian. I speak Lingala, and what else? I speak a few words here and there of different languages. Like I speak a few words of Dutch, but also because it's just a bit close to German, in my opinion. So I'm just very, very interested in languages, and this is one of the reasons why I'm also focused on understanding, on an audience who seeks understanding, because understanding is what drives me to do all these things, to learn the languages and to, travel and to explore other cultures. And yeah, so that's one of the opposites of us. And so I think it's really good that we are doing this together, so I can teach my wife a little bit of.
Yes, I've got a lot to learn. One thing about me is that with the things I know, but the things I don't know, there's so much I cannot describe to you. So that's why I don't say people to follow, join me, so that I can learn from you, because it's important for me also to learn, because that's the only way that I can grow. So if I'm just speaking or I'm just saying everything that I know, where am I going to grow from? Or what's going to help me to grow? So I really need people as well. I need you to grow. And, thank God Dr. Sunday is always there as well. So he will be the chief person. And then also, of course, I have such a good relationship with God now. Whatever happens, I know that I can just talk to God whenever I want. I don't need to go to any pastors. I don't need anybody's permission. I trust in my decisions. Even here, when you want to make decisions, Dr. Sunday is kind of like, yes, if you've made it, then God put it in your heart. So that's a good thing, and you shouldn't be stopped. I shouldn't stop you, this person shouldn't stop you. So that's really empowered me, and I also want to empower other people as well. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, so the next person was saying, okay, someone said, Julie, please turn around. I want to see your haircut.
Go, Julie.
Okay, so that's the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's cute enough.
Turn right around.
Okay. Woo.
Be careful.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Julie.
So that's that.
Julie had a long hair, she just cut it off.
Yeah,
Can you believe that?
I cut it all off. I want to grow it again, naturally and without relaxers and all of that. So I'm going to try. Let's see.
Yeah.
So the next person is asking, but how do you foot your bills? Yeah, so...
What bills?
Yeah. Exactly.
What bills? No. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you can actually call us nomads for now. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to be two nomads.
Some people might not know what nomads.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be people who don't own anything, like any specific big asset or liability, I would say.
Yeah, we have assets, but we do not have liability.
Exactly, that require us to be somewhere. So we are very mobile. Let's just put it that way. We're very mobile, and we don't necessarily need to pay bills.
And we work, but we work mostly online.
Yes, we work mostly online, so no geographical attachment, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay? So, no bills.
Yes. Only bills for today.
Yeah. And then, someone said, what are
They're not gypsies. Christian house and we're gypsies.
No.
We're not gypsies.
So, someone asked, what are background schools and what do you used to do? Okay.
Okay, my background. Okay, I'll start from the top before I came here. So I was a project manager. I'm still a project manager. So my whole life is project management. So, and your life also is project management. You have to wake up, decide when you want to wake up, the task that you want to do, and you break it down. So you are also a project manager. Everyone, as far as I'm concerned, is a project manager. But I'm a professional project manager. And I also think I also think that I am also a fixer kind of person. So I like problems. So problems comes, I look for solutions and find somebody to fix the solution, to fix the problem. I don't necessarily fix the problem myself, just like in managing projects, you get experts in the project to do what needs to be done. And you manage them, you make sure that everything goes to the constraints that we have, the time, the cost, and the scope of the project. So that's what I do most of the time, and it goes across everything in life. So it's not just in one area. So for myself, I've worked in finance, I've worked in construction, I've worked in various projects. Really, it doesn't really matter what it is. I've worked in real estate, anything that requires projects to be managed end to end. Then that's what I do. My education background is actually varies, but my degree is in psychology and sociology, so I have a combined degree there. And then before that, I did law. So as an I did law before I went into graduate school to graduate as psychology in psychology and sociology. So I did law. I did media as well. But all these things at the time, I didn't have any interest. I didn't have anybody to kind of push me. I made all my decisions from very early age in life. I didn't have much guidance. I didn't have any push or guidance. I pushed myself and I guided myself through everything. So from the age of, let's say, maybe 16 or 17, I have just made decisions on what I think I want to do, what I like, and this. Sometimes they're not the best decision or the best things to do, but in everything, you always work out one way or the other for me. So that's me. So I've worked in finance, construction, real estate, various types of projects, small, medium, large projects in different capacity, but mostly a project manager.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, Mayowa is a real project manager, seriously. And she actually had to learn to turn this on and off here, because sometimes she would approach you in her project management attitude and you're just like, this is a normal conversation. So before I came here, I was working for Airbnb. Maybe you know Airbnb. I hope you do, because really right now we're supposed to be known everywhere in the world. Or
she's
the
still
company,
a big advocate.
I'm saying we, and I was saying we.
Yes, you're still a big advocate of Airbnb.
Yeah, because Airbnb is a very special company and very purpose-driven and very close to, and has very close to Christian values. I mean, they have a core value program, you can say, that drives the whole company, and this is what has always kept me close to Christianity within that company without them actually knowing, I guess. But I started working in that company when they were still a startup. So when you're in a startup, there's not really a job description, like something particular that you do, because we were so small and people were doing different things. I was more focused on customer service, but then I went to do different things. I went to do translations, I went to do social media, I went to do what else? Different projects, and we were traveling a lot. The company was just getting built up, and the goals were changing, the roles were changing, people were changing, and until we moved from Germany to Ireland with the office in Germany that we had at that time. So I've done quite a lot of different things until I was more going into the direction of customer service, and then also directing groups of people, managing groups of people in customer service. And I studied business for like 1.5 years, and then I went to study coaching and finished that one because business wasn't really my thing. I just dropped it. And I think that's one of the results if you work in a startup, because we've done so many things in practice that the theory was just boring, to be honest with you. I was so bored, and that's why I stopped. I just dropped out of the school, and throughout my whole life, it's almost like God was always driving me to work and to learn in a practical way. I've never really been a theoretical learner. I was always an hands-on learner, learning by doing person, and that's also one of the reasons why I came here. And I was able to do it because, we do and work all the time. So working, is how I learn. Doing some courses here and there, and then building skills that I need is what I do. Like on the side, if I realize that I need this skill or I need to learn this language more, then I'll do it. but most of the time I learn by doing. And yeah, so that's that. And yeah, so what's one of the other questions? One question here was, actually it's a comment for you, Mayowa. The person said, please let Mayowa know we have an open slot for her on rootsradiolove.com. Any schedule of her preference.
Ooh, thank you. Wow. Yes, I will let you know, guys. Thank you. I suppose radio is in London, right?
No, it says .com. It's not .co. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll check it. We'll
Yeah.
check it out.
Thank you very much for the great offer.
Yeah. One person asked one word to describe Mayowa/Julie. So the other person should describe the other person.
Oh, okay.
One word. Oh God.
We have to come back to you. I already know something for Julie, but it's in 2 words. So
I think we can be flexible a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, let's think about it.
Yeah.
And then, okay, someone's asking, what are your email addresses, please?
Okay, I can give you an email address. Is live project, so live LIVE project @gmail.com. So you can email both of us on that. We both have access to it.
Yeah.
So live project @gmail.com.
Life project. Can you spell it?
LIVE project @gmail.com.
Yeah.
So you can write to us on there, and we'll be able to get in touch. Or better still, you can just write on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would be much easier if you didn't take down this. But it's live project. Let me just.
Oh, and the person with the Roots Radio Love said it's a virtual platform. You broadcast from the comfort of wherever you are.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh, that's very welcoming.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna take on that offer. Thank you.
Ooh.
So it's because at the comfort of wherever I am.
Mm-hmm.
What could be more better than that?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So you go to email us. It's LIVE projects @gmail.com. So live projects. Actually, I missed that something. Liveprojects.a.
Oh, okay. Liveprojects.a.
Yeah, I think we'll put it. We will post it. Liveprojects.a @gmail.com.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So the next person is asking, who is going to be the next admin now? Okay.
Dr. Sonny has lots of people that work here.
Yes.
The only challenge is, and you guys, you have to help with that,
Yes.
is that they are not first language English speakers. They are Russian speakers. They understand English and they speak English, but not fluently. Okay? So you have to be very cautious to, is it cautious? Cautious towards them. You know, or cordial, more understanding towards them. So he has lots of admin, he has lots of people. You know, like I said, this work, Dr. Sonley's work and everything that he's doing is not going to stop, it's not going to be less, it's going to be better, it's going to increase. We have to give other people the chance also to stretch themselves, while we also stretch ourselves in other areas as well. So this is not the end. You're still going to see us with Dr. Sunday a lot, you know, doing different things. So please don't be sad. Don't cry for us. We need different experiences in life. And we're very curious young ladies. And that's one of the reasons why we have to go and do something now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. What else? Yeah. Oh, actually here. I was going to add something, but I'm going to add this later. Someone asked, what is it? Oh, who's going to take over who's taking over exposing the extortion in Nigerian churches on this platform? Too important to be left vacant.
It's not vacant. I think the person just joined us. It's not vacant, okay? This is still going to happen, and this is still going to continue, or should I say, continue. It's going to be on my page. Of course, Dr. Sunday is not going to stop himself, okay? Nothing can stop Dr. Sunday. So Dr. Sunday would also have it on his page. So 7 o'clock will still go on, 9 o'clock will still go on. Somebody else may do 4 p.m. slots on Dr. Sunday's page as well. And I would get a suitable time depending on where I am to do mine as well. And I'm still going to do the expose. I haven't changed from the Mayowa that I am. I'm just going to improve on it as well. So wherever channel that we're doing it or page, either Dr. Sunday's page or my page, you will still get exposés on everything that you need to get exposés on relating to Christianity, churches, syncretism, so-called men and women of God. This is not a personal thing. It's just a doctrinal things about the values of what is happening. And that's what we're going to continue to share. So if it's my page, you can join me on my page, mayowa.co on Facebook, or any other pages that I put on. I'm actually also on YouTube, which is Mayowa Olaya. If you type in Mayowa Olaya, you will see me somewhere, and you see some of the videos that I did. But I usually just advertise Dr. Sunday because I think Dr. Sunday has such a wealth of information that really can transform lives, where I'm just dealing with one area. So I don't really talk about my channel much. I talk about Dr. Sunday's channel because that's where you need what you want, or what will help you is. But of course, I would love for you to come to my channel as well. But everything will still be on Dr. Sunday's channel. That's the best channel. But you can have more than one channel that you're following and subscribe to. So please subscribe to mine and Julie's as well.
Yeah.
So Mayowa, we ping them, so you can just copy the ping, and then you can do it later anytime you're ready to.
Yeah. And I think we wanted to have some people call in as well.
Yes.
But I don't know. Let's check the time. Maybe we can take 2 more questions and then.
Yeah, I think if people want to call in, they can call in. If not, we just continue.
Okay.
Until,
good. Yeah. Okay. So we have the question of one word. How do you describe the other person here next to you? So you have yours.
Yes, mine is not one word. But my description in my head straight away when I think of Julie is a secret weapon. So I don't see, I don't know how I can explain it to you, but Julie that looks very calm, gentle, and unassuming. Also, she's not that alone. Okay, she's all of that and more. So that's why I said secret weapon. And it's not a weapon to kill. It's not a weapon to destroy. It is actually to elevate. So that's how I say it. But I have to say it in my own language, and that's why I say secret weapon.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so Mayowa, I would describe Mayowa as a lioness. That's what I would say. Because Mayowa is very protective of people. Protective of her tribe and the people that, she knows and everything. Even though she can be protective of anybody, really. But especially with those like she knows and those who are fragile and who depend on her or could depend on her, or who are not able to protect themselves or fight for themselves, she would jump in. Like, she would just be like, don't touch them, So... but she's like silk grass seal, she's like the sunshine, like a lady. Because I didn't say lion because lions can look intimidating and are like, all over and in your face. But she's still like, she lets you do what you want to do, and she can also like burst out if need be. But most of the time to protect what needs protection. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. I think that's a very good description of me. Actually, I wasn't thinking that, actually. I was thinking another one word, but I think she gave me a very good one word that I think I can actually relate to.
Yeah.
I hope mine was good for you.
Yeah, I think that I actually agree. I really agree. Yeah. Actually, I enjoy being a secret weapon. It's like I have a joker. We spoke about it recently. Like, I have this joker where everybody is like, "What? Where did you have that card from?" Like, we didn't expect this at all. So yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah, thank you guys for asking. Whoever asked that question, I think is a question. It was revealing to me. I thought I was going to reveal to you, but it was also revealing to me. So, I'm not distorted in myself, and I think other people, I actually show forth myself as the way that I am.
Yeah. So the next question is, what is one lesson you learned from DSA? Like the main lesson or the major lesson or something, that one lesson that, just immediately comes to your mind. I have one.
Yes,
so I'm going to start. The main lesson I learned from Dr. Sunday, really, above all, is to love people. To love people. And to practically love people. And I have mostly learned, or I was content with loving people from distance, mostly. And, making up my mind and thinking that, okay, you know what, this person is nice or this person is not nice, but just love them, be nice to them. But I didn't have the physical and practical form of it. I didn't know how to best love people practically. And being here has really taught me how best I can do that. And has given me such a great example, because Dr. Sunday does it in so many different ways. And he does it every day with people, And I was questioning quite a lot of things when I saw him do certain things and engaging with people. And I was wondering, why is he doing all of that? And, sometimes people are using you, people are not honest to you, people just abuse you, and he would still be humble enough to serve and love them. And we've had so many conversations where I would ask why questions, and every time, so often I would always hear him say, just love them, And at some point I got fed up, because I was like, what does that even mean? Just love them, And then I started to observe him and to look at how he engages with people, how much benefit of the doubt he gives them, and then, just the practical aspect of loving. And I think most of us have been deprived of that throughout our lives, with our parents, in churches, everywhere. And oftentimes it's either non-existent or it's very superficial. And for me, I realized that it doesn't have to be superficial. You don't have to feel like you're overstepping or anything. As long as your conscience is right and you are right with God, you understand that you're loving a human being. You're touching someone because you love the person as a human being, and you maybe see a need in this person to want to be touched or to be hugged or to receive a compliment or to be given attention, praise, encouragement, whatever it is, and to do it consciously. Not just because this person did something well, but you realize that, hey, if this person is sharing so much with me, maybe I can also uplift them. I can praise them for sharing something. I can show an act of love by doing that. So I'm very conscious of how I can, send out all those love messages and love signs to people as much as I can. So this is really the greatest lesson I learned from Dr. Sunday.
Wow, brilliant. Well, I've learned so much from Dr. Sunday. It's unbelievable. I remember, when I used to talk to Dr. Sunday, I used to want a quick fix. What I wanted to take his DNA and inject it in myself, and then voila, I am like Dr. Sunday. Female as well, still be a female, but just have the intensity of what he has and what it drives him. It's like, that's 419 behavior, to be quite honest. You don't want to work hard for something, you just want to inject it. Maybe I've watched too much sci-fi movies, but that was like my own idea. It's like, draw some, baby bone marrows or something out of him, inject it into you, and then you behaving in the same way, you have the same drive, same intensity. And, in a subtle way, I didn't actually realize. Dr. Sunday tried to tell me so many things, but I didn't get it, And what Julie learned from Dr. Sunday is exactly how Dr. Sunday is. It will teach you to your level and above, and beyond that, so that you would eventually you will get it, but at your own pace. So for me, what I've learned, I can tell you two things that I've learned, but one thing that I would put on top of everything is that to live from the inside. I know you hear him say that you live from the inside, but what that means is that to create yourself You know, I don't know if you've heard this. I say this a lot, that God created you, but Dr. Sunday would say that you create yourself. Okay, you know, you create yourself. You know, you were just an idea, like an energy, and then from being that energy, you became, you know, you became, you know, from the sperm, you became an egg, you know, yeah, tangible. You became something, but in order to make you are, you have to create yourself, and you have to do that consciously. So Dr. Sunday taught me that whatever I want to be, or whoever I want to be, I can create myself to be that person. You know, it doesn't matter what is happening around me in the world. That's a byproduct, okay? The most important thing is myself and what I am going to create. And then the second thing is that to be a solution. So in creating myself, I'm creating myself to be a solution. So I'm not just ignoring what is around me, saying that I just want to create myself. So on the one hand, I'm a solution, and on the other hand, I create myself. So if I want to, so it's only about my imagination. So if I can think it, I can create it. I just have to look for the steps to make it happen. So that's one of the best things for me ever, you know, that I can create myself. You know, if I don't like something, then I'm going to change it. If I want to be something, or I want to be something person, I'm going to make it happen. Not God anymore. Not man. Not opportunities. Everything, I am going to create that for myself. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to put it together. This is where I want to be. And I'm going to go look for it and make it happen. So I'm a creator. And that's the most, the best gift ever for me. That it doesn't matter what's happening. I'm not dependent on God, as in God is going to save me out of here. He's already saved me. He's already given me everything that I need. So I just need to make it happen. And it's such a beautiful thing. You don't know how powerful that feels. How worthy as well. You know, I don't only feel powerful, I feel worthy that God created me to be like this. And it's not just me, it's also you and everybody else. And I want to share that with everyone. I want everybody to know that they can create themselves. And, you know, and they will see my life and see how I do that. And I will learn from them while they learn as well from me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the two lessons that I can share. But I can share so many. You know, I can talk. You know, I can talk like for the world. But two things: create yourself and be a solution. So that's me.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There you go, Mayowa and Co.
Mayowa and Co.
You know, listen, what's going to come up in the near future.
Yeah, we had different name suggestions for me last night after the program. We had Mayowa Talk Show, Mayowa this, Mayowa that. Mm-hmm. But I think Mayowa and Co, I've had that for a while. I just never promoted it. But I just didn't want to be on my own. I wanted to be the company that I keep, you know. Mm-hmm. So, and you are my co, so I can add you or add whoever is going to be the co. So I'm really much interested. That's why I chose Mayowa and Co. And it's really easy, you know.
Okay. So someone else asked a question here. Should the potential volunteers be residing in Europe?
No. Should they be residing? You mean in Kyiv or you mean Europe? Because Kyiv is in Europe as well. But what I mean is that, are you saying that they should be residing in this house, or they should be residing anywhere in Europe specifically? For me, if they're residing anywhere in Europe, they could also be anywhere in the world. We live in a digital age, so there's no reason why you couldn't volunteer from wherever you are in the world. But to get the intensity, you definitely need to be here in Kyiv, Ukraine. And you need to commit to at least, maybe, in my opinion, I think anyone that wants to volunteer should commit to like 3 months at the minimum. But Dr. Sunday is not going to say you have to commit to a certain period of time. He's very, very flexible. He let people be who they want to be. And that's another thing that is taking me to nicely, is that if you come here and you don't want to get up to do anything, you don't want to pursue what you want, you don't want to be part of it, nobody is going to force you, and they're not going to condemn you either. So for you, you have to be the one that will drive your own life. You know, nobody's going to wake you up. They're not going to say, come up. They're not going to say, are you going to be here? They're not going to depend on you. Okay? For the programs, they don't depend on anybody to be here or not. You just, that desire have to be in you. Even if you don't come, Dr. Sunday will still do the program. You know? It's almost amazing. But if you love what you do and you love him and you love the truth, you will want to do it. You know, so that's why you see us, you know, and if we decide not to come at all, it's no problem. If at the middle of the program you decide to leave, it's not a problem. Dr. Sunday wouldn't even say to you that, oh, you're leaving, I need help. No, he will just let you go, and he's not going to come the next day and look at you funny or treat you funny. He will still hug you and he still crack jokes with you. It's really a different world here. You have to be a different person as well. You have to have a different mentality. And that's one of my own greatest lessons as well. That I can also let go and let people be who they are. That I learned from Dr. Sunday.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to connect the people here.
Somebody calling?
Yeah, I didn't get the phone. Wow.
Oh, do we have a phone? The team phone, the smaller phone.
It's not. I don't know. But let's okay.
Oh, it's behind the TV.
Okay. We can take one here. Let's try. Okay? Let me see.
That's not.
Oh. Strange.
Yeah, very strange. Okay.
Oh, hey, it is.
Oh my God. Okay.
Here comes Mayowa again.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi, ladies. This is what you call it from London.
Hello, Mr. B.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm so happy you guys are moving on to bigger and spreading your wings much larger around the world.
Yeah.
You know, that is good. You know, because I keep writing this thing. I said, Mayowa, I wrote a comment. I said, I see you have one DSA over on haircut gate. I don't know if you remember. The idea of haircut gate. Remember the conversation that happened under the shed sometime last year when you had that initial haircut.
Oh yes, I had the haircut gate. Of course, yes.
That is why I'm calling it the haircut gate, you know, because obviously it has definitely worked. I see Julie has supported. Julie, you look absolutely stunning with this new haircut.
Thank you.
And I think one of the other things you guys have to know is this. You know, with this new movie that is going out, I know I haven't seen it. I know you get Black Panther and Black Panther.
Yeah.
I know you guys probably definitely haven't seen it as well.
We haven't seen it.
But one of the things that I have to say is you guys are even promoting, even though you're there, you're actually promoting the look of black women carrying natural hair, which is obviously something that is very much in at the moment. I think it looks absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
You know, I love it. So just thank you for that. You guys don't even know you're doing that. Because obviously you haven't seen the movie, but I think the awareness, there's a lot of young ladies that are probably watching the show that feel a lot more comfortable actually carrying their own natural hair. I heard Julie say she's actually going to try and grow hers into a natural form from here on. So kudos to you. So you don't know how much you're even reaching out to the world beyond the words that is coming out of your mouth, but even your character and actually the appearance is also a big plus that you know, it looks absolutely stunning, ladies.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
B.
you.
Haircut gates. Only we know these things, Mr. B.
Only we know this. I see Mrs. D has joined the airline there, joined the line as well. So,
really? Wow, she has.
So I know she's definitely aware of haircut gates.
Oh, she's aware of haircut gate. I think only you, Mrs. B,
and DSA, yeah.
And DSA.
The message, I sent a message that I don't know what kind of limousine would you guys like me to send to the airport to pick you up. Ladies, take care. Take care. God bless you.
Bye.
Oh, guys, you don't know about haircut gate. You know, if you know about the gate, pleb gate in England with the politician and the police, you will know about haircut gate. You will have an idea of what haircut gate is. It's a private joke, but oh my God.
Okay.
But you were there, Julie. Haircut gate. You know, when I cut my hair the first time, when I came through the gates.
Oh, okay. Yes, in the summer house.
Yes, in the summer house. Oh, guys, there's such good memories here.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's there?
Yeah, Mayowa, it's Solomon.
Hello, Solomon. How are you?
I hope you got the prayer of those followers. I don't see pastor that's making you guys to leave.
Pardon?
That's a joke, though.
So I didn't hear that. Sorry, repeat that.
I said I hope you got the prayers of all those gospel followers and fake.
Solomon, they haven't bombed them yet to pray that kind of prayer. That prayer is not going to be received by God.
Yes.
It's not possible.
I'm glad you guys will continue.
No. We cannot be bound by them. We cannot be bound. You know.
Yeah, you know what, Mayowa, God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you, Julie.
Amen.
You know, this is just the beginning, you know what I mean? You're going to go far.
Amen.
You're definitely going to go far. I mean, you know, yeah, we're going to be watching out for you, alright?
Yes, so like our page so that when we come on, you get the notification.
Yeah. We're also on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we have our websites. So everything should be interlinked as well. If you follow one page, you should also see the links to the others. So.
Alright, I wanted to send a private jet to come and take you guys at the
Daddy Gio's private jet. Don't say Daddy Gio's private jet.
I know that the snake has swallowed my money, has not permitted it, so that's not what we want to do.
You guys are amazing.
God bless you all.
Amen. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Oh gosh. You know, because of this, that's actually where we're telling people where we're going next. Well, where I am going next. You know, I need people not to be afraid, alright? You guys must not be afraid of anything, alright? That's why I share with you where I'm going and what I'm doing. You have to really see the evidence of God. Alright, so maybe I will be the person to show you the evidence of God, but you need to know also the evidence of God in your heart before it becomes reality. So if I was afraid, I won't want to live here. I want to stay here because it is hidden. I'm just with Sunday, but nothing can touch me. But you cannot live in fear. Alright, you cannot live in fear. I cannot emphasize on this more than this. Only by examples I will show you, okay, that you cannot live in fear. So don't let anybody stop you, tell you can't. You don't know how many people that told me I can't go somewhere, I can't go this. I'm going everywhere, you know, and nothing is going to stop me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hello. Who's there?
Hi everyone, Julie, how are you doing?
Hello, we're doing well.
Yeah, Charles calling from Canada.
Nice. Thank you.
All right, I kind of been waiting for this day somehow.
Wow.
And I think I'm pretty much excited that this is also happening because many viewers or most people that joined more recently could assume that you had always been in Ukraine. When I watched the videos and the DSA series in the past, you were not even actually heard him mentioning your name streaming when you joined the live broadcast.
Yes, Mayowa.
So there's anyone that has done that know a bit of history to it and know that you were in UK, you came to Ukraine, you've given yourself, given your time. It's time. It's like you came to equip yourself. And same with Julie. And now that you guys are equipped, the true proof of sonship is you going out now and taking charge of the Father's business. And son here is not talking about, it's not about being gender, it's about being able to take responsibility. So I am really proud. The only thing that needs is that I haven't been to Ukraine before you guys left, but probably anytime I'll be going there, you guys will be there as well. But we can also meet anywhere in the world.
Yes, of course.
So congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Excited that you guys are leaving. I'm looking forward to the next big thing that's happening. I've liked both of your private pages, so
Yay.
I'll be looking forward to you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks so much,
Thank you,
Charles.
Charles.
Nice. Someone actually asked a question here. Mayowa, would you consider being a full-time minister like DSA?
No, I don't see myself as a minister, or I just see myself as somebody that just want to bring out anything that God has put in my heart strongly. I'm not going to bury it myself anymore. I used to blame other people or think other people have buried me, but now any burying is not even going to happen at all. So anything that is in my heart, I'm going to share. Anything that God puts in me, I'm going to share it with you. So I don't consider myself as a minister. Maybe it's because I'm not really keen on the labeling, okay? But I'm not one thing. I'm not just a woman. I'm not just black. I'm not just Mayowa. I have many other names that other people can call me, that do call me as well. I just don't like one thing. I'm not just for one gender. I'm not just, so I'm many things. So minister, maybe it's not a label that I want to, but anybody that says anything, they do minister, but not in that way that you are thinking it. I'm assuming that you're thinking it. Yeah. I may be wrong, but I don't consider myself that at all. I'm also very worldly as well. I see the world, I understand the world. I'm from but I'm from above. Okay?
Yeah. Also, ministers, just like you said, it's a quite broad word, and I think religion has made it to be considered pastoring.
Yes.
But every one of us is a minister. Yes. Every one of us has a ministry everywhere in all those different spheres of life. So we are all full-time ministers, really. So
here's Julie by me. Somebody's asking who's that by me. It's Julie.
Oh. Hello. Who's there?
Hello, how you ladies doing?
We're fine, thank you.
All right, this is Charles. Listen, I want to put a little damp on the parade a little bit. And please allow me to.
Sure.
Hear me out first.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your ideals and your goals, they are very lofty and they're very promising. But if I heard you correctly, you have said something about you seem like you discount your need for some things that will make your physicality a reality in what you plan to do. It seems like you dismiss the issue of money very quickly. And I want us to be very real, very, very, very realistic in this game. The reason why you were able to succeed in what you do or what you've done so far with Dr. Sunday is because God has blessed him with things, both material and spiritual, to be able to accommodate you and guide you in the course of the time that you've been mentored under him. Mm-hmm. Now you're going on your own. You're going on a limb now. There's going to be challenges, and we cannot shy away from reality. You're going to need money.
Yeah.
There are some things you're going to need. We cannot just discount that with a wave of a hand.
Yeah.
So how do we address that such that you don't run into roadblocks in your venture? Is it going to be, we have to be real. Is this something going to be something like GoFundMe or whatever? We got to be realistic. Mm-hmm. That's why I said this might be a little rain on your parade, but let's get serious about it.
Yeah.
No, I actually, and Charles, I think you're totally right, and this is one of the things that I don't want to delude people on us, on what we do, on how we are and how we live. Okay? You're totally right in everything. Here in Dr. Sunday's house, Dr. Sunday provides accommodation for us and he provides food, but we still pay for ourselves to buy personal needs, personal things that we need. Mm-hmm. Like we have toiletries, but what is women stuff?
Yeah,
makeup is not going to buy us makeup, for example, lipsticks and all this kind of things. Yes, and then it's another ball game entirely when you're out of here and you're not working, you're not making money. So this is a very valid question, because I'm sure a lot of people will be out there feeling like, okay, am I missing something? Did this girl have some magic tree somewhere that is giving them money, that is going to give them money?
Yeah.
What we plan to do in order...
Sorry, I just want to also add in terms of living here.
Yeah.
One of the things, I personally, speaking for myself, I realized that well, first of all, I came with many things, right? I came with everything I needed. I mean, ask Mayowa herself. She would sometimes come to me and ask me, do you have this, do you have that? I would say, yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Because I just lived a life where I
consuming and
I accumulated. Like I'm someone, I like storage. Okay, so if I buy one thing, I would buy 2 or 3 more things, so I have enough for like a long extended period of time. So this is how I personally live, and that's why for an extended period of time living here, I would not necessarily have to spend a lot of money from my savings. Specifically to get all those daily needs that I have, because I would have had them already, you know, from the past that I brought them with me. Or if I go shopping, I go once and then it's there for the next couple of months. So it's not like, first of all, we don't have any expenses, but it's also the way you manage the expenses that's very important, because we are all different. And if you know how to manage your money, some people don't spend a lot of money. They just don't spend because they don't have a lot of needs, or they are minimalists. And then there are people who just spend a lot, and you have to, you know, come from this perspective of the person as well. So for me, I can say that I just didn't have a lot of spending in general, and then living in this environment didn't require me to spend a lot, even though I did have savings. And I have been living based on my savings here, and they're not over, like they're not exhausted yet. So I still have savings with which I'm going to start off this new adventure. So just to give that contrast.
Yes, and Charles, I really want to thank you again for this question, because it's important. Let's not just say, oh, everything is great.
Yeah.
For me, I spend a lot, and I've accumulated also a lot of things that I don't need, or things that I bought excess of as well. So when I was coming here, even though Julie is like very girly, I took some things and I traveled to England once in that time, and I also brought some more things as well. And when people are coming here, I order things and I ask them to bring. Where do I get that money from? Again, that's for me, it's also my savings. And I spend. I am like, I have to be, money will make you rich is one of my greatest assets in terms of helping me to understand how to spend and spending, and you know what to use my money for. In this house particularly, my needs are not as extravagant as they are when I'm outside, when I'm in London, or when I'm in the world. Yeah. So what I had, I could manage it, and I had a lot of things. Compared to even other people that are here, it seems like I have too much, you know, because I have consumed, I've accumulated so many things. Yeah. Going forward, however, right, we plan to be nomads, you know, digital nomads, where we're working and we're getting paid for online things. And also, I'm also a consultant, so if I do any consultancy business, maybe that would fetch me some money. It should fetch me some money. But yes, it is a consideration, and it is something that we don't take lightly, all right? And we're very transparent people. We would tell you, you know, we hope you wouldn't need to beg anybody for anything. Yeah. It's not our plan, it's not our style, and it's not something that we would do as a first point of, instance of what we need to do. We believe in ourselves, and we believe that there are other things that we have, like maybe assets that we can use in terms of our brains, and you know, that we can use to generate income. You know, so we're not going to be living a lavish lifestyle. You know, we're going to live modestly, but everything that we need, we can at least for now afford it and get it. But it's true savings. I've worked for many years. Julie also have worked for many years, and she has said to be able to come here. So I'm not going to say anybody that is out there that is broke to venture on the same thing. But if you have the faith to do it, and you believe in yourself, okay, not believing in yourself as in miracles, right? Yes. You know, not faith as in miracle. No miracle is going to happen to you. You have to exchange some value to get that monetary aspect. Then use the money as you wish, as a tool. But yes, this is a very important question, and it's something that we need to address, and we are going to be addressing it on a daily basis. You know, we'll keep you updated, but I am hoping that we wouldn't need to go onto GoFundMe and Daddy Gio that wants to be 3 kilometers by 3 kilometers. Not Mayowa. So we wouldn't need to do any of that. I'm hoping I want to be somebody that gives for projects rather than waiting for other people to give me for anything. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's. I appreciate your answers, and I don't think it's something to be ashamed of if you venture for helping him, because what you're doing is a worthy cause. And for those people that truly believe in what you do, I don't think they're going to be shy in lending to what you want to do. Because I'll tell you one thing: your needs are going to be triple as you're going, as you're venturing along. You're going to talk about your material needs, your spiritual needs. But let's focus on the material needs. Now, all your live broadcasts, your live streaming is not going to be emanating from Dr. Sunday's profile anymore. It's going to be coming from you. These are things that will require your investment, your cosmetics. You got to maintain your status on it. These things cost money. I mean, it's okay to have accumulated over the years, but going forward is almost like a double challenge, and God Almighty will see you.
Amen.
I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But before I let you go, let's do a little bit of comment now. I want either of you to jump on this and tell me I'll call it identify this voice. Are you ready?
Okay.
This still works. I'll tell you, God, it works very, very well. We have done it for 35 years.
Bishop Oyedepo.
God bless you.
Bishop of prosperity.
Now let's try this one. I am telling you, all I want is somebody to give us 1 billion naira. Anybody.
Daddy G.O. Adeboye.
God bless you, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I wish you all the best.
God bless. Thank you. You guys are the best. I mean, I couldn't, if you live a life like this, what else do you want? I wouldn't even forget to eat. Oh my God, this is so cool.
Thank you, Charles.
Oh, Charles, guys, is amazing. He's a realist, and I love him so much.
Yeah, thank you, Charles. This was awesome, really awesome. And I really love what his question and his challenge as well, because I think we are also conditioned by what we know, so we can only speak from our perspective, and the things that we say make sense for us. And for you, maybe, or someone looking at us, they may be like, what? I don't get all of this. They're just talking parables or something. So definitely do ask us if there's anything that seems unclear or we're not fully detailed about something, because really to us so many things make sense that sometimes we just understand each other because we've gone through this together, but other people may not get it. So let us know, definitely.
Yes, let us know.
Yeah. So we have another caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Hello, my big family.
Hello.
It's me, Ojo Ide.
Hello, Joe. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi.
Yesterday, the queue of calling was so much, that's why I could not call in.
Yeah.
I just here to thank you guys for the love, for the strength I have received through this program. I have received love. May God mighty bless you all.
Amen.
Thank you. Amen.
I thank you also for the liberation of Christianity, because Christianity has been attacked in Nigeria. With this platform, I can see Nigeria is now liberated. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Wherever you put the word of God, God Almighty is ahead of you guys. I love you. God bless you.
Love you too, Joe. Thank you very much.
You. Nice. There's someone who asked a question here. He said, or she said, when Dr. Sunday goes to Nigeria, will you ladies be joining him there, even if it's part-time or for certain projects?
Yes.
Yeah.
They said yes for that.
Yes.
A big yes, Wherever we are, we're just going to okay, pack your bags. Dr. Sunday is here. We're going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
out of question.
Yeah, that's not a question, and that's why, even this goodbyes is not really a goodbye. It's just a chapter. You're just opening another chapter of a book.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, I'm not sure if we have more colors, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it in terms of colors.
Yeah.
We don't have any more?
No, let me see. Oh, we have here a few.
Okay, some people are just requesting the page, so guys, I think we've been able to do some justice to you today. In terms of question, of course, you can never exhaust everything.
Yeah.
And you may have further questions, so feel free to write to us. Our Facebook. Somebody, let me finish that.
Yeah.
So our Facebook handles, and our pages as well. We'd like you to join us in our pages and be part of us. The word following, I only follow Jesus and so should you. Okay. But you know what we mean when we say in terms of follow. But join us.
Yeah.
Join us in our ventures and whatever happens. I'm sure there's going to be a roller coaster. And I have learned that problem is a shortcut to prominence. So I'm looking forward to their problems. And I've also learned that problems is tied to solutions, to money. So again, problems, bring it on. Yeah. I believe that we have the strength to carry anything forth. And please, guys, don't be afraid of anything, all right? Whatever happens, it must happen. Yeah. And God has God's eyes on every one of us. He wouldn't let us go into any danger.
Yeah, and I also want to say, just like Mayowa said, believe in yourself and believe that the God in you knows what He's doing. And also in terms of money, I was thinking about that when we were answering the question that yes, money is a concern, but also the faith that we have in ourselves, that we are able, of our capacities, our skills, our knowledge, experiences, that it's actually easy to make money for us if we focus on, servicing them to people. Yeah. So that's why we also are kind of, maybe it looks like we will lose, like, oh yeah, money's not a problem. Because we know ourselves just so well, and we're very confident and secure in what we can provide, that this is going to help us to generate what we need, be it money or anything else. So, yes, we consider that. So, thank you very much.
Yes, and anyone that wants to take this kind of steps or adventure, you also have to consider that, just like the caller Charles said, you do have to consider it and consider what you have to give to the world and what else you will get. We just don't live by this money idea. We know it's a reality, but we also know that it's a tool. So that's not what we live by. I have lived by it for so many years, so I'm trying the alternative. I've lived by that. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I have a job here. Oh, I'm, this. Oh, I have a property. I need to do this. I need to do that. So you can't do anything. I don't have enough. I have to plan. Logic tells you all sorts of things, and those logic make you just do nothing. You have to decide, what you want to do, and the decision that we made is this one. And then when we cross any bridge, we will make decisions in each bridge. Yeah. And you would know most of those decisions so that you can learn from us. So it's like Charles said, it's not a matter of shame. It's just a matter of maybe avoiding any loop or any kind of stumbling blocks for other people. So that's why we share what we share.
Yeah. So we have a person here, actually two people, who desperately want us to answer that question or comment on that. So if one person's saying, do you plan to marry in the nearest future? Someone else is saying, what is your take on marriage? And then, hello, your take on marriage. So what do you think?
I think Julie is going to be the first person to answer this one. Because I know Julie's take on it kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, so my take on marriage, I think marriage is a beautiful thing if it is done well. I wish it for myself, and I hope to get married to a wonderful person who I can learn from, who can learn from me, and who I can grow with. So really, to sum it up, I think that's what everybody wants, someone that you can fulfill God's purpose with, for your life, for the person's life, for humanity. And yeah, so pretty simple, I guess.
Yes. For me, I think that marriage in its true meaning is absolutely worth it. Okay, two are better than one. Okay, and I understand that by all values, everything. Okay, so I would choose marriage if I have the quality of marriage. Not marriage by mouth, okay? Not marriage by words, but marriage by deeds, okay?
Yeah.
A true partnership. Not because we're living in each other's nose, but because we're living in each other's purpose and we want to be with each other. So, yes, I do respect it and I do value it, but it has to be marriage. Not what is not, okay? Not described as marriage, or you do all the ceremony and it's not what it is, okay? It's not the actual package. So that's me entirely. But I am not a do or die person on this thing, okay? I am more of a live and live person. I just live by my convictions, and the convictions, I believe that they're from God. So yes, if I find somebody and I'm with somebody, of course I cannot wait. It will be great. But if it's not, I'm still very, very happy person, you know. So marriage and children, yes, very good things. And I think anyone that desires it, they should also go for it. But I'm not do or die.
Yeah. So there you go. Thank you for asking that question. I think that was the last one that we were taking today.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe we'll come up with some different type of videos. Maybe we do more videos together. Who knows?
Yes. We have a page actually. Let's Talk MJ.
Yes.
I think maybe we'll be working. Yeah, we would have Let's Talk MJ. We have a personal one, and then we'll have we'll see how it goes,
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. So we hope you join us in all our adventures, and I'm really looking forward to growing with you guys and knowing more things and having a world that we deserve, not a world of this pain and hunger and deception. No, we don't deserve that.
Create as well.
Yeah, a world that we create to fulfill the kingdom of God. Kingdom, let thy kingdom come here on earth. And, I'm all for that. So I'm sure that you would be as well. And you will see how it goes.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining. Thank you for staying with us for so long and for asking your questions, calling in, leaving your wonderful messages. We go through all of them. We've gone through and we'll do it again. I like to do that and go through all the comments all the time. Just to see what people are saying and then, liking. So thank you. And I'm going to miss so many of you, at least for the first days. We probably.
Before, when we kind of like get our act together in our first stop, which is going to be London, So then we move on from there.
Yeah. So don't panic if you don't hear anything or something.
We'll probably do like short videos.
Yes.
Just to tell you that we're live.
Yes.
Okay.
No
videos is taking us. No bishop is asking us to disappear. And no curses.
Okay. Thank you all, and see you next time.
Our Facebook page, Mayowa.co. That's mine. Julie is Chari's log is pinned up there. Julie and mine, they're both pinned up. So check them out. Like us.
Yes. We've answered a few questions that were asked later in the beginning. So you may want to go and watch it maybe again from the start. Just, whatever you have missed if you're interested. So thank you all, and see Bye, y'all.